in the last 8 years, I have spent over $100,000 in the markets just so you don't have to. Have you ever felt like trading is just one big expensive lesson? In this video, I'll be breaking down the biggest mistakes that I've made just so you can be able to shortcut your journey and actually know what works. So I'll be breaking down my $100,000 trading journey, the pains and as well the struggles, and as well I'll be going into much more deeper details whereby we are going to be speaking about some of the hard truth that I had to learn, and as well I'll be giving you guys some of the practical lessons that you can take in order to be able to avoid over $100,000 worth of lessons. Lastly but not least, I'll be giving you the blueprint in order to be able to become profitable more faster. But before we dive in a bit more deep into these topics, one thing that I'm going to be needing from you is to subscribe to my YouTube channel and as well turn on that notification bell so whenever I get to upload videos such as this meant for you, you'll be able to learn from them. Now let us get started. I actually want to speak a bit more on how I got started, what actually got me into trading, and what was the mindset at the time that I had. Maybe some of you might relate towards that, or maybe you might not, but this already can help someone that maybe at the time are in the shoes that I've been in, and you'd be able to just connect a bit more with this. But how I started was I was just searching on the internet how I can make money, because I had goals of becoming a millionaire, but not just a millionaire, but I wanted to become a millionaire at a very young age. So that became like, one of the reasons I believed that I could just get in the markets. But why did I even get in the markets? I believe that when I started searching on the internet, there's a lot of things that came up, so many opportunities that came up. But the one that stood out from me that also made sense, because I've seen a lot of successful youngsters, I believed was the markets, because most of them were young and they were just showing to be living this life that I actually wanted to live. But not only just that, the fact that I started searching a bit more deep into trying to see who are the number one richest people. Most people that I came up across were actually traders. But as well, one thing that I always loved watching when I was growing up was MTV Cribs. And while watching the show MTV Cribs, most of the kids, whenever they just allow people to come in, the one thing that I always pick up was, what do these kids' parents do? And most of them, if you really just dive a bit more deeper, the answer would be stockbroker. Each time when I'd watch a nice, beautiful home and everything, be like, come to my cribs 1, 2, 3, be like, my dad does stockbroker business, my mom does whatever the case is. And that's actually, it stood out because I started just saying to myself, you know what, when I grow up, I want to become a stockbroker. I didn't even know what it is and all those things, but I just felt like it's something I wanted to do, because the life that I saw from let's say MTV Cribs and all these things made sense, because that's what I actually wanted to be in. I wanted to live that type of life. But truly speaking, in the position that I was in, first of all, the odds were against us. I couldn't even dream that way. I couldn't believe that it was possible. A lot of things were stacked up against us. So what was the mindset that I had to have? I remember just when I decided that I'm getting into trading, I was still 19 years old at this time. I was going to college, I was still in school, and then I was walking up and down to school, And I decided that for me to actually learn a bit more deeper into this, I need to change my mindset somehow, because with this, yes, I understand trading and everything, but it's not just about trading. This has to do with the mindset as well. So that's when I started just getting a bit into personal development, but personal development in a way whereby I remember at first I came across a video. It was an entrepreneurship motivation by Pat David. I respect that video. Each and every single day when I'd walk to school, that video had so many views, but each and every single day when I'd walk to school, I'd play it, I'd listen to it. It was a 5-minute motivation type of entrepreneur, speaking about failures, lessons, losses, being able to win, and at the end, and even the storyline, like the short video of it, it touched me. It showed him like hustling, trying to just knock on doors, trying to sell, doing all these things. People didn't really want to open the door. People didn't want to cut deals with them and stuff. But it showed him persistent, meaning that showing up every day, doing the exact same thing every day, trying to just do it better and stuff. And then eventually they opened the door for him, they sat down with him, they spoke with him, he closed a few deals. And on top of that, it showed him at first going to these houses like in an old car type of a thing. And then boom, next thing years later, like 5 years later, showed him like in a Ferrari driving past, and like a bus was coming through with like his face all over, like showing that is like, a big thing now in the city and stuff. And that touched me, it showed me that no matter what position you're in, no matter what your current position you're in, as long as you can persist, as long as you can believe in something and you work towards it each and every single day, somehow results have to show. So that's one of the things that actually allowed me to have a mindset to go a bit more deeper into trading and focus deeply on me just trying to understand it, because I knew that yes, I might not get it now, yes, it might be tough now, yes, I might not, whatever the case is, but if I persist and I put in knowledge and I learn and I take as much knowledge as I can from wherever, and I'm able to just just put in work each and every single day. One day I will become something. One day I will be able to, perfectly understand the markets in a way whereby I'm able to make profits from it consistently, not in a way of every single day, but consistently in a way whereby I'm profitable, you understand? So that's just how I came across, and I went a bit more deeper with the mindset. Developing that mindset was very important because along the way I came across some losses, I came across some losses. Actually, I came across some challenges that most people don't make it through. One of the first things that I came across was I invested because I was literally learning about it, doing everything that I can in order to be able to gain the right knowledge. So I even got into courses that, truly speaking, I didn't gain value in. And I remember very well at that time, long time ago, 9 years ago, my dad actually took a risk for one of the courses that was going on. People were circulating around the country. It was a physical, I think it was a 5-day type of a course. And I kept on doubting myself, I was doubting myself because I learned from the internet and stuff, but I just felt like, I don't have that much knowledge because I was not comfortable, let me say it that way. I felt like they were just making money every single day with the results that they were showing, and students and whatever they keep students buying cars. I didn't buy a car and stuff. So I was like, you know what, let me just give it a try. Let me do this. So I asked my dad, we sat down, I tried to rob him, car deal and all those things. Then eventually we took out money, and then he allowed me to go there. And then I went there, I dedicated 5 days. That was okay. I won't really speak bad about that, but one of the things that was a lesson, because even during that course I could be able to answer specific questions. I knew a lot and I stood out, but it gave me confidence because it allowed me to see that no, I mustn't doubt myself. What I know already works. In fact, I'm on the right track. It's just that I'm doubting myself. I feel like people are getting results and I'm not getting results. That's one of the reasons that I felt the way that I did. So that course, obviously I didn't learn much in terms of whether it's strategy, whether it's what they were teaching and stuff. In fact, I felt like it was basic stuff. It was just on how the market works and all those things I already knew. The one thing that I can say, because everything that you go through, there's a lesson in it. So the one thing that I can say I took from that was the fact that I just now believed in myself a bit more. I gained confidence. I knew that what I was doing, as much as I was doubting it, maybe it does work. So the second biggest money wasting decision that I actually came across was falling for scams. I've been scammed from the markets multiple times, but not by the markets. Actually, I've been scammed by people. I remember one of the first times that I came across. At first, I came across one person on social media, that seemed to, posting a lot of lifestyle and all those things. And then they mentioned to me that, if you actually fund or deposit this much money at this time, and there's then this AI robot that's gonna trade for you, and this robot is gonna make $5,000 weekly for you. And I was still in the hood. I was 19. I took that, I took $1,000. I was hustling from the streets, so I took $1,000 that I made, and then I put it into there. That was my last money. And then after I put that money in there, those, obviously the guy now told me, no, you made a few profits here, but in order to withdraw your first initial profit, you need to fund more. And I was like, but it doesn't make sense. You're saying I made profits, but you're saying I should fund more. Why don't we use the profits that I made in order to fund? And he's like, no, it's what he made. It told me so many things, but because I believed in success, I wanted to be successful so bad. I went out back in the streets, went to go hustle. Then I came back again with more money. I was like, okay, here's the money. I think $500 now. Then obviously now he's showing me some results, but I can't access them. I can't withdraw it. And he kept on telling me, you are making money. But every time when it was time for me to get that money, he was giving me reasons on why I should in fact give him money. And I remember for me to even believe in that guy we once got in a Zoom call, but he didn't show me his face. He just walked me through, on the screen. He showed me, his portfolio. He had $4 million in Bitcoin, you understand? And this guy, he made me buy Bitcoin and give it to him. And at that time, if I really had the knowledge that I have now, truly speaking, because I bought Bitcoin when it was still on $4,000. It was on $5,000 at the time. And imagine today Bitcoin is worth $100,000. So do you see that if already with the knowledge that I had, I would have bought that Bitcoin but not gave it to him? Because what I done is that I bought the Bitcoin and I gave it to him. Because in Bitcoin I bought maybe $1,800 worth of Bitcoin around that time, but I gave it to this guy. So today when you're looking at it, Bitcoin is sitting at over $105,000 just on its own, which means that just with that, if I held it till this day, I would have now been maybe on $60,000 in Bitcoin, just sitting type of a thing. So that's just one of the mistakes that I came across. So what I done is that I learned from it. Then I was like, okay, you know what, I got scammed. I agree. I see that there's a scam, but that was after months of going back and forth with them, trying, it put me through a lot. And then I saw one guy on Facebook was doing signals and stuff. I actually got into that and I bought some signals from him. But one thing is, I also didn't have the right knowledge, because that guy I think was trading from the 4-hour time frame. And so he'd buy today, and then maybe after 2 weeks he'll be like, yes, we in profits. And for me, obviously it didn't make sense, because I bought he'd have like 200 pip stop losses and all those things. In fact, I think he didn't even have stop loss, that guy. But I just done that, and obviously I didn't have that right knowledge. So even following signals, I was not too good. I don't know if I can say it was my mistake at that time, because I was not too good with following signals as well. Yeah, I also went through that, and it didn't work out for me. I didn't really make money from that. In fact, I felt that it was just a waste of money. And that was when I decided that I need to actually take control of my own knowledge, because that's the best thing that I can do for myself. So another money wasting decisions that I actually came across was thinking indicators would make me instantly rich. So what I've done is that during that time, I would literally just get as many indicators. I'd see someone trading using a specific indicator, like maybe a 20 EMA and 50 EMA, and they say when it crosses over means this and so on. And I'd be like, this is my way out. And I'd apply it, and then I wouldn't get the results. And then I'd see someone using Heiken Nachi charts, and I'd be like, maybe this is my way out. Then I'll try apply it and not find a way out. And some of these indicators, some of them I even had to buy them. Like some of them I bought them, because people are selling indicators for crazy amounts. To think of it, now you can get indicators for free. Maybe they're not as good as some paid ones, but they're still good. Where I'm going with this is that I invested like some money thinking that, okay, this person is selling this indicator. How much they're saying? Okay, 20,000 rands. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna hustle, try to give them this money. Then I'll go all the way out. Take maybe 20k. However, hustle in the markets, make 20k. Instead of growing it, I just take the 20k, give it to that person, thinking that indicator is gonna make me rich. And I noticed that it never happened that way. So basically, indicators doesn't equals instant success. That's the one thing that I actually came across. So one of the things as well that I came across was ignoring risk management. So for me, obviously I wanted instant success, which means that indicators, scams, everything, I was liable to fall for it, because of I wanted to become rich right now. So it was easy for someone to be able to just come to me and trick me, because even one that comes to me and say, this is gonna make you $1 million in the next 3 months, do this, I'll literally do it. I won't think twice. I'll go into debt doing exactly that. Truly speaking, I still have the same mindset now, which I feel like it's the mindset of risky type mindset, but I'm now able to take certain calculated risks. But I still go all in certain things, because I know that I'm able to think in a certain way now. But what I went through was some of the struggles, some of the pains, because that was an emotional roller coaster. I lost a lot of money, and as well I lost a lot of time. Just by speaking about this, I believe I've lost maybe 2 to 3 years going through this ups and downs, and as well I've lost a lot of money just going through this. Okay, so now we spoke about the struggles, the pains that we went through. Now I want us to speak a bit more on about the hard truths on learning to trade. But if you haven't already and you are finding value from this video already, the one thing that I need you to do is to I need you to subscribe to my YouTube channel, and as well comment below. Tell me what are the pains and struggles that you've been through. So now let us move over to the second section, the hard truth about learning to trade. The first thing is why most traders actually fail, and the honest truth is the misconceptions around trading. The second is the false promises, and as well the unrealistic results. Most traders are failing because of the fact that we're expecting so much big results instantly, and we believe that every time we place a trade in the markets, we are aiming into making the most out of it. So that's one of the things, whereby you get to even ignore things like risk management, and at the same time being able to fall for false promises, being able to notice, let's say someone saying that this is going to make you $1 millionaire within the next few months. That already, it's not guaranteed to be in that exact same way. But the one thing that you need to do is, let's say for instance for me now, mind you guys, everything that I say on my YouTube channel, everything I'm saying even on this video here, I need you to not even look at it in terms of financial advice, and as well some sort of advice that's gonna help you. It's just my journey. It's how I saw things, and that's actually one of the things I want to speak about. With the mentor that I actually got now, I'm looking at a person that's already in the position that I'm in, and why they are there. I listen to their story, I watch maybe hear their interviews, and if I love what that person is saying, I'm gonna enroll in, let's say for instance, whatever course that they have or whatever mentorship that they have, because I want to be under that person's wing. Not because of the fact that maybe someone is selling me this. If someone is okay, I went through the toughest time. Let's say I went through debt for 5 years, I'm owing 10 million, and after doing that I overcame it by let's say praying, going to church, and as well I'm being able to run a business. Okay, I paid it in 2 years. Okay, perfect. And then now I'm in a position where I'm making 20 million a month, and I've got a beautiful family, and I've got this beautiful cousin. I live in this type of a house, and I've got this many people working for me, and I'm doing this for the community. All that for me now, I'll be like, damn, okay, is there a mentorship that I can get so that I can be under your wing? Because yes, I want to follow, I want to learn. So if this person says, I've got a blueprint that's gonna help you be able to, let's say, do exactly what I done, I'm definitely enrolling, because this person is not selling me a dream, and they're not selling me something that's not, they're selling me their own blueprint. And it might not work on me. I understand. Yes, I know it might not work on me, but I want to see how they done it, because if I buy that blueprint and I'm in whatever mentorship program that they have, automatically I'll be able to see how they done it. So yes, I won't be in the exact same position, because anyways, I don't want to be in their position. Like, I don't want maybe their wife, I don't want their kids, I don't want, but I'd love to experience certain things that they're experiencing, maybe a family. I'd love to experience a beautiful home. I'd love to experience owning a business and owning many people. So I know it will be my own journey, which will be done in a different way, but I will enroll in that. And yes, I will succeed in my own way, not in their own way. So what I'm trying to say here is that with a lot of people will just think that, as soon as you get into something, you are going to get exactly results of that person, or things are going to move in that exact same way. And it's not really like that. So actually, what does work? One of the most important things that works is learning from the market on its own, studying, scanning the markets, learning from the data that the market gives you, understanding how market structure really works, and the actual experience, not the hype. Don't hear people saying this thing is going on or this thing is happening this way, and then you just want to jump in, and they're saying that, oh yes, that is going to buy up to heavy, then now you are just buying yes 30 because everyone is saying no. That is not how you actually grow. How you grow is the experience, you being able to just take the data, look at it, and then when your state is going up, you understand why is it going up, why is it doing this, why is it going down. Just taking the data and being able to work with data, because the more data you get, the more experience you get, the better you become, and the more you are also able to grow as a person. And one of the reasons 90% of traders actually fail within 90 days, the 90-90 rule, is the fact that they lack patience, they lack discipline, and as well proper education. Mind you, everything that I said here, I didn't say they lack the right mentor or the right, no. I said they lack patience, meaning they're not able to just sit and wait up until the time actually reveals itself for them to be in a successful position, and they don't even grow themselves in order to be in that position. Secondly, they lack discipline. Someone is not gonna sit on the charts and backtest 1,000 trades. I've literally sat down and analyzed the market, like all the currency pairs, like I think it was 28 currency pairs. I've sat down and I've took backtesting results on all of them. That's why I even ended up saying I don't trade this, I trade this. Is because of I sat down, I put in the work, but most people are not willing to do that. And the discipline behind it, being disciplined towards knowing that it's more about education. The more better I become with the knowledge that I take, the more my results are also gonna show. No matter what, I can be in the best signal group, I can be in the best mentorship program, I can be, the only thing that I grow off, or the results that I'm gonna see, is the discipline and the me being able to just grow myself, my education. The more I become better, just watching videos, like even now, anything that I get involved in, I'd rather sit and consume maybe 8 hours of content first on that specific topic before I can even try to see if it's something I'm willing to go in or not. Because you can't just come and tell me something then I'm in it. Like, I need to also understand how to work so that I can also add on to, instead of just taking and taking and taking. So now, how can you avoid losing over $100,000? I want us to dive a bit more deeper into some practical lessons. But just before we do that, if you did not already subscribe to my YouTube channel, I need you to hit that subscribe button, and as well just comment below already with the previous point that we did speak about. How did it touch you? What actually did it mean to you? So let's get straight into this exact same one, how you can avoid losing $100,000. So the first thing we did mention is resources, being able to become one person that is resourceful, getting as much education as possible. In education, there's two types of education. There's the free type of education, and as well there's the paid type of education. So now, with the two differences, already I need you to understand something. There's a saying that says, because I remember I used to just want to take as much free education as possible, like watch so many YouTube videos, naked Forex, all these things. Like, I'll just get books from people, like sharing each other ebooks and doing all those things and stuff. I was still at the bottom. For me, I felt like I was maybe trying to grow, and yes, I was growing, I was learning certain things. But I came across one time whereby someone was saying, it was actually a person I was watching an interview, and they say, what you pay attention to. And that touched me, because I got so many ebooks from a lot of people, but I never read it, because obviously I got it for free. And a lot of videos that I was watching from different types of people, but I never really applied those things because I got it for free. And then what I decided to do, I was like, you know what, let me actually try try to pay for these things and see what it will do. So the first thing that I done is the books that I had in ebook form for free that people gave me, I went and I bought it. Like I went literally to the store. Currently I have a list of trading books, like right there at my shelf. I have a list of different types of trading books. I bought them, and because I bought them, I spent money on it. Obviously I'm gonna have to read it because I put money on, whatever that you put money in, you are gonna eventually invest in. So also I decided that, when it comes to trading courses, I'm gonna invest my own money. I'm gonna go literally and get one of the best courses that I can find, and I'm gonna buy it. Even if this course, it's free on the internet, whatever, no, I'm gonna buy it because I'm gonna put in money. I know when I invest that money, because I put money in it, I'm gonna really force myself to learn because I really want the worth of my money. If I spend, let's say, 30,000 on something, I'll put in work just so I feel like I got value of that thing. Like, let's say for instance, if you take a person out, if you go on a date with a lady, let me just put it this way, and the date is free, whatever the case, you're just sitting at the corner eating like maybe chips, you spend R1 and stuff. Even when you go, like, the value is gonna be in direct proportion to the amount of money that you spend. But if you actually go and you go all out, the thought that matters, yes, the thought does matter, but you book out one of the top spots, and you hustle the whole week, the whole month, you hustle for that exact same date. You reach out, you get flowers, you do this, you book out, that even when you get them and you're gonna sit there and be like, wow, even if whatever the case is, it's not about that. Yes, that person plays a part, but even for you, you're gonna feel good about yourself. You'll be like, wow, I really did do this, I pulled this off. Here we are now, we're in a beautiful building, I've got the flowers, I've done this, and so on. That's actually how I felt with getting my mom a car. If it came simple to me, now I remember I was even speaking to one of the people, and I was like, one of my goals is to get a Ferrari and a Rolls Royce. But if someone just comes, a billionaire, says there's a Ferrari, there's a Rolls Royce, I won't really be excited. In fact, I might not even take it because it's not about me having it. It's about the person I'm going to become in doing those things. You understand? So it's more about me having to hustle, go through my errors, go through my negatives, be able to overcome them, be able to be in a positive position, and then deserve that, earn it. You understand? Because the goal is to earn something, not to just get it thrown into your laps. So that's just all about it. When you are doing that, after I even got my mom a car, just because of all the hard work, all the things that I was going through, how I even got it and everything, I just sat down and I nearly put a tear coming down, because all those times when things were tough, all those times when it's finally made sense, and because of I saw myself going through all those times without a way of thinking on how things are going to manifest and come into reality. But now that it happened, it was exciting. It was a beautiful story for me to witness and come across. In fact, it even opened up my mind more for what's about to come and what I'm also capable of. So where I'm going with this is that once I got enrolled, I basically started going more deeper, and things changed for me as well, because I started seeing things different. Things like risk management, I'd see people teach me about this. I didn't take it to it because I was getting the information for free. But when I got into courses that actually taught me about risk management, that changed a lot for me, and it literally just opened up a lot of doors, and I started trading in a way more different way, super different, and things never changed ever since then. So how can you actually get access to these resources? So when it comes to the free content on my channel, I've got over 900 videos that are speaking all about the markets, over 900 videos, so you can watch from way back. I teach about leverage, pips, anything that you need to know how the market works, everything. I've got lessons on the market, how I learned, and all those things. You can go through this. You can also get more information just by going on the internet, searching, maybe getting things into other free resources, getting things like the candlestick Bibles, getting books, just downloading ebooks and so on. But that is just if you are really at the bottom, and if you really just want to, get by type of a thing. But if you're a person that wants to maybe take trading serious, you really want breakthroughs to come from trading, you need to now go a bit more deeper into spending somehow, somewhere, and that is being able to be involved in. So the first thing is we've got a beginner's course and an advanced course that you can take part in. So I'll make sure that I leave the link in the description. You can take a look at that. In the beginners, you can see what it does have to offer. Obviously, you might not even want to get it now, maybe in the future something, but we've got all lessons covered in the beginners, plus as well some bonuses like a trading plan and a trading template, and a bit more deeper, you'll be able to just understand how the market ultimately works. Also be involved with the beginners community, whereby you are with people that are in the same journey as you. You'll be able to just grow with those types of people. And then in the advanced package, it's more deeper, more detailed. It touches about psychology, risk management, sustaining wealth, being able to just I go more deep there. I share more deep because I also show my journey, literally from when I was noting things down, writing things down when I was still at home in the hood, up until I came out, and how I actually some of the things that I really done, the practical type of a thing. So that's what you can do. You'll be able to just find that as well in the advanced package. And one thing that I noticed is that we're currently running a promotion, so just make sure that you check it out before it really runs out. And then as well, you'll be able to just find also someone, maybe let's say for instance you're not a part of, you don't like how I do things, how I see the markets and stuff, but you believe someone you are following does things correctly, you can enroll also in that person just to support their work, support what they're doing, and at the same time be able to pay attention to what they're doing and get a bit more closer with them. Because once you're in their VIP groups, you're closer with these people, you can ask them questions. That's what I've done. I saw with my mentors, like we spent like literally over $6,000 on a specific mentorship program. I went and I was like, yo, how am I gonna get 6,000? But I knew what it would do, and just by getting that, like I know that I became closer, I got closer with the people. In fact, it opened up my eyes towards what I'm even capable of, and that just changed with me. With just $6,000 that was invested on a mentorship program, I was able to make not even just 10 times more, I was able to make 100 times more, because of the fact that, you know, it's I chose the right mentorship program that was meant for me. And on top of that, I really love like everything about it. So obviously I was wholeheartedly in it. It's like someone that's doing what they love already, you know. It's you, like let's say for instance school, they teach you what they want to teach. Like if let's say for instance my goal is to become a billionaire, and I have to sit with a billionaire 3 years without getting paid, just by learning what they do, seeing what they do on a day-to-day basis, I won't mind, because it will take me 3 years in order to be able to learn what all those years that it took them. But once I'm done with the 3 years, imagine when I start applying all those things, how far I'm gonna be. Someone might be like, oh no, it's too much, 1, 2, 3. Yes, that's true, that's a scarcity mindset. But once you have an abundance mindset, in my head I'm like, yo, it means that as soon as I'm done with 3 years, I'll be able to know what it takes to be a billionaire. And in fact, once I apply these things that I've learned, I'm definitely gonna be able to make a billion. You understand? So that's how I'd see things, and I'll literally go in without even questioning it. So that's just how you go about it. You just learn, and you are able to be involved with the right programs that are meant for you. So that is the real cost of trading. It's not just about money. Money is actually the least cost. It's what you see, it's the time, it's the discipline, and as well the mindset. That is all the real cost when it comes to trading. So how can you actually practice without even going broke? So the first thing is better to start on a virtual account or on a demo account, just so you have the whole feeling of how the market, you know, being able to use smaller lots, like just having a feeling. And also what I suggest is that on a virtual account or on a demo account, trade with money that you know that you would be able to fund. I see people getting in demo and they're trading with $100,000 on demo, but when they fund let's say 50 rands or 500 rands, you know, it doesn't really make sense. You need to trade with as minimum, because you know you'll be trading with a small account, so you're able to use the right lot sizes, and also be able to just understand what it takes to actually grow a small account. And then secondly, so when funding your account, you need to fund an amount that you're willing to lose, because this is a lesson. You are still learning, you're still growing. So the best thing is you don't want to use your last money, or you don't want to use money that are not willing into losing. Meaning that if you have 10k and you know that you really need the 10k, but you really want to also get involved in the markets, don't go in with that 10k and think that it's gonna go to 100k, you know, because that's how you're gonna hate the markets. Rather, what you do is just say, you know what, let me go in with 500 rands, you know, 5% of this, you know, 500 rands, or whatever the case is. You know what you're willing to do. Go in with that, and then if so that even when you took a loss, it's not a loss, it's a lesson. You learn that way. You've put time, you've put emotions, you've as well put money in it. So that's the best way that you learn. And then one of the last ones is being able to just journal trades. Most people, I still see till this day, when they take trades, they do not even journal themselves. They don't see certain things, and that is one of the bad side of it. The best way that you can become a better trader is to journal. Write down exactly what is it that you've done in order to be able to, you know, win the trade. What did you do to maybe lose the trade? Write down how you felt, all those things. In fact, in our beginner and as well advanced package, we've got a trading plan and as well a trading journal. There is a template whereby you don't even have to plan it and like sit down and think about the questions. It's literally done for you. All you need to do is just answer it every single day that you're trading. It's just a template. You can even print it out in real form. Then every day when you're writing down trades, I literally had a book like this big. Every time when I'm taking down trades, I'll just write down how I felt, you know, if it won, I write down why did it win, what would have led me into winning. If it lost, I'll write down maybe what led, and then from there after I can be able to look back, review it, and see, oh, on most days that I win is because of I feel like this and I'm super excited. On days that I lose is because of I'm just discouraged, 1, 2, 3, and so on. Then I'm able to know that on days when I'm discouraged, maybe I should not place any trades. On trades when I'm super excited, I can go all in, you know, that type of a mindset. So now, what is the blueprint to becoming a profitable trader a bit more faster? The first thing would be the mindset shift, treating trading like a business. Once you're able to treat trading like a business, you'd be able to understand that even losses or even negative, it's just an expense. It's a cost of doing business. And that way you'd be able to just understand that it's not just always about wins and wins and wins. It's more about learning, growing, and evolving as things go. With any business, when things happen, you have to evolve. You don't just apply the same things that helped you maybe make your first 10 runs. You need to evolve and take feedback from your customers. So with the market, you take feedback from the markets. So the second thing would be having a strategy and sticking to it. Being able to understand how you actually buy or how you sell and how you actually be able to make decisions with the markets helps you know exactly when to enter, where to exit, how to manage those trades and do those things. And maybe you haven't got a strategy yet that you still maybe have to develop or learn or figure yourself out. If you're able to take part in our advanced community or in our advanced packages, you'll be able to just get access to our strategies, and maybe you can be able to just tweak them so that you are able to make them be in your own comfortable way. So how I actually became profitable in terms of the breakthrough that I got was when I was able to understand, like, firstly I took data, I saw all the currencies, I was trading strictly Forex, and then I noticed, okay, I'm getting it, my strategy works perfectly, but I'm not just seeing much of a breakthrough. Up until I now evolved. I started looking into other instruments like indices and all those things, and then my mind opened, and then I used the exact same strategy but on other different types of asset classes, and that's when I got my breakthrough. So I evolved, I adapted, and I also took the lessons, everything that I've learned on history of my strategies, what works, what doesn't work, and I applied it on something different, and it worked. And that's when literally in just 3 months I made more results than I made in 3 years. So that's just one of the breakthroughs that I got initially. And one of the things that I would do differently if I were able to start today is literally just being able to just focus solidly on isolating myself and absorbing as much education as possible, the right information, being able to just understand, see who's done it, who's where I want to be, who's where I would love to be, and then being able to just follow that path, and as well just taking as much information that I can in order of me to be able to fully confidently trade with confidence. So that's one of the things that I would do if I would be able to start today. I wouldn't try to fall for the hype or see who's making more money, see maybe who's doing this, who's doing all. No, but I'll only fall in love with education, and that is the best thing that has ever happened to me, being able to love education. So if this video saved you money, I need you to do 3 things, which is, at first, I need you to like this video, secondly, subscribe to my YouTube channel, and then lastly, I need you to comment fire emojis just down there below. Just by subscribing, you'll be able to just get more trading insights and just me being able to share with you my journey, some of the things that I learn as I go. Mind you, everything that I'm just saying on my YouTubes is not personal finance, and at the same time it's not any investment methods and all those things. It's just me being able to share with you my journey, some of the things, some of the downs. In fact, I also go through downs, but I feel like when you go through downs, you'll be able to also understand that, okay, it's not just you alone. So that's the whole point of this. And also even the wins, when I go through some ups, I'm able to show you that this is some of the wins that I'm also able to experience, because sometimes I do go through downs. Obviously, sometimes I do happen to also go through wins. So that's the whole point of my YouTube, being able to just keep track of my journey so that more people can be able to understand this is just what it takes in order of a person to persist towards what it is that they believe in. And like I did mention, if you're looking into becoming a member, it's either with our beginners package or maybe our advanced package, I'll just make sure that I leave the link just below in the description, whereby you'll be able to just check which package works out best for you. At the same time, I did mention that there's a limited time offer, so make sure that you do check it out before the offer runs out. And then I'll see you guys on the next YouTube video. It is your boy Liswa Mutupi, and I thank you so much for watching.